In the late 80s and 90s, the MLS was the golden ticket of all real estate inventory. That's where everything was held. And every week, the MLS, the current association, would put out a binder. It would be print, and it would go to the real estate offices on a weekly basis, and you'd meet with your real estate agent, and you'd go through that book and see what was on the market. And it would get refreshed every week. And by the mid-90s, with the traditional desktop internet came along, some of the bigger brokerages developed their brokerage websites and released all that publicly, so it was on demand. Great value for the consumer, right? It was out there, you could sit at home, look online and shop and get an idea. And the real estate companies that were successful in the late 90s, early 2000s were the ones that really innovated from that and built that infrastructure and captured that value to the consumer. By roughly 2004, 2005, some entities by the name of Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com came along and really turned that into a transactional lead-based generation system. So what they did is they cannibalized the local real estate brokerage websites and essentially became national MLSs or national websites, right? And devalued the local brokers' websites. Everyone kind of used, or not everyone, but the majority of the business fluctuated to them. Along came social media, which I would say is the current state of the internet, 7, 8 years ago. And what that really has allowed for is the ability in the real estate realm to get an unbelievable amount of exposure for your home or your listing. I believe there's never been a better time for your real estate broker to get as many eyeballs on your home as there is now. And we'll discuss kind of some of the techniques with that. But what's happening now, and this is just my opinion, is some of the real estate companies that are using social media are still using it in the context of the way real estate websites were used back 10 years ago, 8 years ago. I don't know how many of you ever clicked on searching on a real estate brokerage website, and the first thing it does is it wants your information to be plugged in there. They're trying to capture your information to generate leads and that, which is fine, but that's in the context of 10 to 12 years ago, in my opinion. Yeah, and it went away from providing value to the consumer, ultimately, is what's happened. And now you go on and you'll still see that as you'll click on something and it won't go to the property that you clicked on, it'll go to their search website to induce searching, to induce a lead. So what we've really focused on, and it gets back to probably one of the reasons when we started our own company, was we really feel what sets us apart is our ability to market your home through the current state of the internet, specifically the cell phone.